WorldWater and Solar Technologies, providing water to the world, everywhere in the world, enabled by sunshine. Clean power producing purified water for drinking, water for growing food, irrigating from any depth, any landscape, deserts, mountains, valleys, islands, remote villages. Whatever and wherever the requirement for water, WorldWater and Solar is ready and able to deliver.
To establish long-term water and energy infrastructure, ACS Energy Advisors, partnering with WorldWater and Solar Technologies, will provide solar-powered water purification machines, which also serve as energy-efficient generators to provide clean drinking water.
The proprietary technology of the company, including 5 patents, is directed at 2 areas: agriculture, where it has already established the largest solar irrigation systems in the world, either off or on the electric grid, and purifying and desalinating water for drinking by supplying instant, standalone infrastructure for towns and villages.
When the earthquake rumbled in Haiti last month, time was of the essence in trying to save the lives of those who survived. Fresh drinking water was vital to that mission. Thankfully, 2 mobile Max Pure waterification machines were there, each quickly put into action.
30,000 gallons of water per day. That's more than 100,000 liters, which was distributed almost immediately after the earthquake.
Quentin Kelly is founder and CEO of WorldWater and Solar Technologies, based in Princeton, maker of what are called MMPs. They were developed several years ago, in time to help victims of Hurricane Katrina, as well as others around the world. 52 have been made so far.
The quality and practicality of these standalone purification platforms stimulated the United States Office of the Secretary of Defense to fund WorldWater to develop similar products for U.S. military use worldwide for humanitarian assistance and disaster response. These several products have been completed and are now entering the field for purchase and distribution by all branches of the U.S. military and partner countries in Asia, South America, and Africa.
Major Jesse Stewart saw how the new energy technologies being focused on this week in the Department of Defense can make a real difference among civilians. The Army Ranger pushed installation of a solar-powered water purifier in the hostile Sadr City area of Baghdad in 2009, where coalition forces no longer patrolled.
So we trained Iraqis how to use it. The Iraqis are the ones that trained the village just outside of Sadr City, and we were able to get that thing in and running, and still running to this day.
In agriculture, particularly off-grid, WorldWater has no competitors able to drive pumps over 25 horsepower, up to 600 horsepower and more for major irrigation. This unique capability makes the WorldWater solar systems especially valuable in replacing large diesel pumps, eliminating the problems of transporting diesel fuel, the uncertainty of delivery, and fluctuating costs. Powering, of course, without damaging the environment. In addition to field-proven grid-tied systems in California, pumping 1,000 gallons per minute from a 1,000-foot well and irrigating 400 acres of citrus, WorldWater is now working in the off-grid Egyptian desert with its Egyptian partner, Carm Solar, to convert diesel pumps to the company's solar systems for what is expected to become the largest solar irrigation program in the Middle East and North Africa. Operating 180 miles southwest of Cairo, the 2 companies are turning the desert green and demonstrating how the Sahara Desert is indeed a viable food basket for Africa, the Middle East, even Europe. The WorldWater units can not only lift water from great depths in the desert, but are also patenting a process to pump it through drip and center pivot irrigation systems. There are several hundred diesel pumps operating in this particular sector of the desert, covering thousands of acres, which are all immediate or near-term potential conversions to WorldWater Solar. While difficult to estimate the size of the addressable market for off-grid solar irrigation in the world, In Africa alone, there are approximately 31 million acres of land currently being irrigated mainly by diesel pumps. Even a fraction of this number converted to solar, coupled with new land made arable by these capabilities, represents a market size of hundreds of millions of dollars.
Small businesses like this one are the entrepreneurs that are going to really grow jobs again in New Jersey. These are the folks who are going to put people back to work even more than the large corporations.
WorldWater executives and engineers have been designing, building, and deploying standalone solar solutions to purify and desalinate water for decades for the hundreds of millions of people who lack clean water and suffer the debilitating health consequences on a daily basis. The standalone purification systems funded by the U.S. military and by the state of New Jersey are available for sale and distribution by WorldWater to the U.S. and foreign military and civilian groups to any country in the world.
Service members from Joint Task Force Bravo learned how to operate the Pre-Positioned Expeditionary Assistance Kit in case there is an emergency.
The PEAK system is an integrated system of 4 different components designed to assist teams that are responding to natural disasters or humanitarian crises globally.
One of the benefits of this system is getting it to the needed area as quick as possible.
Bear 05, Bear 05, PEAK team, come in.
The other day we proved that we could lift this thing with a Chinook. So we know that it's an ISU 60 container. It's a standardized container that can be shipped on just about any military conveyance.
The United Nations has estimated that 40% of the global population will be without access to water by the year 2025 and will be on the move to cities, which are already overpopulated and undersupplied with clean water. WorldWater and Solar Technologies can help with this crisis by delivering both water for drinking and irrigation for growing food, mostly in their own home areas. WorldWater, the nexus of water and energy, available for people everywhere in the world.